Hey everyone, it's Y again. And for a while now, I've wanted to do a video that covers how the Master Chief Collection plays on the Steam Deck. But unfortunately, I really haven't gotten around to doing so. With the release of the latest update to the Master Chief Collection, I figured now would be the perfect time to do such a video. For my testing, I captured all this gameplay on an external capture card, all while the Steam Deck is not plugged in to any power source. I wanted to get as accurate results as possible to playing MCC on the deck while being completely mobile. So I also set the resolution to 1280 by 800, which is the resolution of the deck screen. To keep this video from being too repetitive, I'm only going to focus on the areas that are or have been troublesome for the deck. This means Combat Evolved with classic graphics, Halo 2 with classic graphics, Halo 3, ODST, Reach, and Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer will not be the focus of this video, as they run great at a solid 60 frames per second on the Steam Deck even with their graphics set to enhanced. I instead want to focus mostly on Combat Evolved Anniversary with its anniversary graphics, as well as Halo 2 Anniversary with its anniversary graphics to a lesser degree. Combat Evolved Anniversary did have a memory leak issue before this latest update, which, according to the official patch notes, has been fixed. This caused the game to run poorly and even crash at times. Anyways, on to the comparison videos. The gameplay footage at the top of the screen is from before the update, while the gameplay at the bottom is after the update. The game would often drop a considerable amount of frames while progressing through a level. I tested the troublesome areas in the levels where this happened on both pre and post update to see if the issue had truly been resolved. And as you can see here on the level Halo, it's night and day difference. Before the update, at this point in the level Halo, the game would slow to a crawl and would be more closely resembling a slideshow rather than a video game, while the updated version now runs at a smooth 60 frames per second. Focusing back on the older gameplay, the frame rate seems to bounce all over the place. And for a brief moment, it seems like it's about to start running well, and then it hits back into the single digits. I don't want to get caught up too much on just one level, so let's check out another. How about Truth and Reconciliation? Though not as bad as the level Halo, it still isn't great. This is at the very beginning of the level, and things are already running, well, less than good. While the post-update gameplay, on the other hand, doesn't drop a single frame in this area. Now let's take a look at the Silent Cartographer. This one used to give the Steam Deck some real problems, especially when driving the Warthog around the island. I synced up the gameplay between the two so they matched up in the same area of the level, but due to how poorly the game used to run, the old pre-updated version ends up falling way behind. And no, I'm not pausing any of this gameplay. The game literally hit 0 frames per second for quite a while before finally sorting itself out. The post-update gameplay handles this level like a champ when you compare it to the pre-update. Check out that top screen again. Once the Warthog makes this turn, the frame rate drops down to the single digits. A lot of these comparisons so far have been outdoor environments. Let's see how well things hold up indoors. This is the very beginning of the library. It isn't a problem at all for the game post-update, while the pre-updated game does have some issues. And here's the level keys, where you start off inside a Covenant cruiser. The pre-updated version seems to be holding up pretty well until you get close to the exit of the cruiser. Fortunately, it's not a problem for the post-update. One last area I want to check out is near the beginning of the level The Mall. There's a group of Flood that bust through the store, which has a lot of things going on in tight quarters. And as we've seen before in this video, the post-update version handles this very well. With all this testing done and out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and say that Combat Evolved with anniversary graphics runs great on the Steam Deck. Now let's shift our attention over to Halo 2 Anniversary. While the other titles can achieve a locked 60 frames per second on the Steam Deck, Halo 2 Anniversary seems to be the outlier at this time. When compared to pre-update gameplay, it seems to run about the same. I've messed around with the various video settings, including the newly added Fidelity FX Super Resolution, which does seem to help a bit, giving you a few frames here and there, but not enough to lock it into 60. Nothing short of lowering the resolution down to the point that it compromises the image was I able to achieve a locked 60 frames per second. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say that the game runs poorly, it's just that I can't help but to feel that there's more room for optimization. And really, that's the only blemish I've come across so far with my time playing these titles on the Steam Deck. I highly recommend checking them out if you own one. Not only is it a great way to play the games in the collection, it also makes playing mods for these games a breeze with workshop support. I've played through a few mods so far on the Steam Deck and haven't run into a single issue. I've tried testing out a variety of mods, campaign, multiplayer, and even menu backgrounds, and they all seem to work perfectly. So yeah, if you have any interest in playing Halo mods, the Steam Deck is a great way to do so. All in all, that should give you a good idea on what to expect when playing MCC on a Steam Deck. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like button and subscribe to my channel for even more content. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.